Very good morning to the last day of the week, guys. It's Friday and we are looking into something. What could bring the Tesla stock and keep it there over $500, guys? Okay, and I was thinking and I saw something that has actually struck my eye. And and it's basically the following, guys. On next week, holiday season, Elon Musk and his team will issue the new software, okay, for all the Teslas. I think it's V11. So I think that it's very important to understand how important software is for Tesla vehicles. So I think this could give an extra push. You know, we have this huge demand for the S&P 500 inclusion for the Tesla stock, but you know, all of the smaller things can obviously help the Tesla stock go even higher or stay above 500. This would be fantastic. And congratulations to Elon Musk, over 40 million followers. I remember when he had only 23, but now it's already 40 million followers, guys. Other than that, you know, he's teasing a little bit of, I think somewhere it was that he's teasing the autopilot update as well, the full self-driving, obviously, you know, which will give additional options. With this said, I think this will be the opportunity to stay above 500. We currently are at 499.27. The market looks a little bit negative as of today, while those Nasdaq futures are flat because it seems due to the news that more and more health situation is not really improving, especially in the US. So that's why the tech stocks are, you know, a little bit of a winning streak here. So I'm quite interested how this will play out. Yes, let's have a look what is going on into the earnings, because earnings are still happening a little bit. The only one that I feel could somehow be interesting would be here. Foot Locker will show us what they have done over the last 3 months before the market opens. And then economic calendar is also not really spectacular here. Maybe the European President Lagarde speech again, retail sales in Canada. Other than that, nothing that is hugely impactful for the stock market as of today. Now, therefore, let's dive further into the news. So Elon Musk says, be caution on those SPACs, right? There was an article by Forbes, I think it's on his Twitter as well, where they talk about the new times of SPACs and so on. And then he said, you know, caution strongly advised with SPACs because, you know, it could be obviously a lot of overvaluation, over speculation on those specs. Some specs are genius, some specs are very, very nice. I think it will just give us another opportunity to invest into new companies on the stock market. So that's why I like specs. That, you know, every hedge fund looking now for the next big spec in the EV market. Yes, that's obviously, you know, maybe problematic. But let's see how it further develops, okay? We have seen specs like Nikola are absolutely, you know, overvalued and overhyped because of the Tesla run of the stock, obviously. But other than that, I think, you know, there could be a couple of good choices to be made as an investor on specs in general. Then what we have is analysts. Another analyst by Tesla is saying, or a Tesla analyst is saying, he's saying a further decade of hyper growth because of the huge factories that they are building, and this would put the stock on track for a 578 price target. So very bullish here as well. It's the New Street Research managing partner Pierre Ferragu. You might have seen him already. He has this French accent, if I remember right. So he was a lot of time on CNBC and other news outlets to talk about Tesla. Then we are having my second channel. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and the ring bell on the second channel. this is very important, guys, to not miss any important vlogs there as well. I'm vlogging there every single day, so no day off there as well for me. Then Mr. Jim Cramer from CNBC is putting a list together of 10 stocks where he thinks they could rally towards the end of the year. And he's saying Square. I would agree with Square. PayPal, yes, I would maybe agree as well. Tesla, yes, I would definitely agree. Roku, yeah, I mean, depending on the situation now with the Rona, but I think it could happen. Amazon definitely, definitely with the overall situation of the final quarter, the Christmas quarter, and so on, holiday season. Then we have ServiceNow, Okta, RingCentral, Twilio, and Target. I just don't know much enough to make my opinion about those. So, but I could agree with the first 5. So let's see. I always said, we could see an year-end rally under the condition that, the health crisis will get a little bit better. So, let's have a look what the Secretary Azar says. Pfizer is expected to file the FDA application for a Rona vaccine Friday, with Moderna soon to follow. And then, the FDA need to review obviously all the data. They need to review all of the information they will get from Pfizer. And then finally, we will get the first officially approved vaccine in the US. This would be a huge thing, as we are fighting against this very, very uncommon situation, never been done before. So I'm super excited when we do this kind of steps into the right direction. Therefore, let's further dive into the news. A new gaming company, Roblox, files IPO prospectus after 91% jump in revenue. Let me guess, that's those people who stay at home, play, or work from home, and pretty much this is obviously all through the gaming. We have seen this also in the earnings of Nvidia. Still, I'm not that much involved in those stocks, so I cannot, put my personal opinion on that much, because I'm not following those stocks. I don't feel there's like a hyper growth. I think that's like a seasonal growth. For sure, gaming will be a huge part of the industry, but I just don't see this one stock that, continuously could outperform other 10x stocks in very other interesting industries like space, for example, or EV, right? So, or self-driving. So so this is my 2 cents on that. And Robinhood investors helped stabilize the market during March sell-off, says co-CEO. As you know, there is a little bit of talk that they are coming with an IPO to the market. So maybe with a SPAC, maybe with something else, but they are coming to the market, and that's why it's interesting what they have to say and how they see themselves, because they are giving basically orders back to bigger houses that execute those orders. So it's a very interesting millennial thing, the app and Robinhood and easy trading and so on. And I think this year was absolute phenomenal for Robinhood. We saw that by having a couple of outtakes by Robinhood and the platform. But yeah, it's interesting that they see it this way, and I can imagine, because the money that just flow in and the orders and the people that overrun and front run those Robinhood orders made big bets on the market and then helped to stabilize the market. I could imagine that. Okay. Then we are having one more thing. I think I forgot to put the picture, but airlines are saying they have not that much bookings like in the last couple of years for this Thanksgiving. Obviously, and I think it will be taking a lot of time to get back those levels Rona. So we shall see how this plays out with the airlines. I think they will have a long run. Also commercial, business flights and so on will be or you know, people who flying for business will be much less in the future because, you know, Zoom works, right, and saves money. So let's see how this further develop. Make sure to smash that like button, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on the second channel. Thank you very much for tuning and subscribe, hit the bell, and have a wonderful start into the best weekend that you ever had in your whole life.